Imagine your paycheck is a bucket of water, but rent, groceries, and bills are tiny holes, draining it faster than you can fill it. In 2025, families worldwide feel the pinch. But what if you could plug those holes and make every drop count? Today, we're diving into 5 smart money moves to thrive in the 2025 cost of living crisis. First, we'll uncover how to stop money leaks with a simple budgeting trick. Then, we'll explore how side gigs can build a financial lifeboat. And finally, we'll reveal why investing, even now, is like planting a seed in a storm. It grows stronger than you think. Let's get started. Meet Sarah, a 32-year-old teacher in Chicago. Her rent's up 8% since 2023, groceries cost 20% more, and her paycheck barely budged. Sarah felt trapped, like her money was slipping through her fingers. Then she discovered the jar budget, a simple way to plug those leaks. Think of your income as water pouring into 5 jars. Jar 1, essentials 50%, rent, utilities, groceries. Jar 2, savings 20%, emergency fund or investments. Jar 3, debt 10%, paying off credit cards or loans. Jar 4, fun 10%, movies, dining out. Jar 5, future 10%, education, travel, big goals. Sarah automated her bank account to split every paycheck into these jars. Result? She cut $200 a month in mindless spending, like takeout coffee, and boosted her savings by $2,400 a year. Data backs this up. A 2024 study showed 60% of Americans overspend without a clear budget. The jar budget isn't about deprivation. It's about clarity. Every dollar has a job, so no drop leaks out unnoticed. Now, let's move to a way to make your bucket overflow. In 2025, a side gig is like a lifeboat keeping you afloat in choppy waters. With costs rising, rent up 10% in some cities per 2024 Zillow data, a second income can be a game changer. A 2024 Upwork report found 36% of Americans now earn freelance or side hustle income, up from 27% in 2020. Why? Flexibility and AI tools make it easier than ever. Imagine a parent working full-time but driving for a rideshare app 2 nights a week, earning $500 extra a month. That's $6,000 a year to cover rising bills. You could sell digital templates on Etsy, tutor online for $20 to $50 an hour, or even walk dogs. Start small, 1 skill, 1 platform, 1 hour a week. It's like adding a small stream to your bucket, keeping it full even when costs rise. Next, let's protect your bucket from a silent thief. Inflation in 2025 is like a slow leak in your bucket. You don't notice it daily, but it drains you over time. Forecasts predict 3.5% inflation in the U.S., meaning $1,000 today buys $965 worth of goods next year. How do you shield your money? Consider a freelancer who keeps savings in a checking account earning 0.1% interest. Inflation eats their money faster than it grows. Instead, move cash to a high-yield savings account at 4.5% interest. For $5,000, that's $225 a year, enough to offset inflation. Treasury bonds or I-bonds, which adjust with inflation, also protect your purchasing power. A 2024 Bankrate survey showed high-yield accounts saved users $1,500 on average annually. Don't let cash sit still. It's like leaving water in a leaky bucket. If you're finding these tips helpful, hit that subscribe button. It's free and keeps you in the loop for more money-saving ideas. Now let's explore a move that turns pennies into a fortune. Investing in 2025 is like planting a garden in rocky soil. Markets have been uneven after the turbulence of 2022, but steady planting still yields a harvest. Dollar-cost averaging is your seed planter. It means investing a fixed amount regularly, regardless of market highs or lows, helping smooth out risk over time. Imagine a retail worker earning $3,000 a month. He commits $100 monthly to a low-cost S&P 500 index fund through an app like Vanguard. Here's the math. $100 times 12 months equals $1,200 invested yearly. In 2024, The S&P 500 delivered roughly 25% total returns despite periods of volatility. That $1,200 could have grown to about $1,500. Studies show direct cost averaging can reduce risk by nearly 30% compared to lump sum investing in volatile markets. Over 20 years, $1,200 per year at 7% average returns grows to about $52,000. Start with $25 or $50 a month. Apps make it easy. Direct cost averaging is like watering your garden weekly. Steady effort, lasting growth. Now, let's uncover a surprising way to stretch your bucket further. Here's a twist. What if the problem isn't just your bucket, but where you're carrying it? In 2025, cost of living gaps are huge. A $60,000 salary in New York City feels like $35,000 in Atlanta per 2024 cost of living indexes. Relocating or rethinking your location can stretch your money. Meet Priya, a 35-year-old graphic designer. She lived in San Francisco where rent ate 40% of her income. In 2025, she moved to Raleigh, North Carolina, where rents are 30% lower. Same remote job, but now she saves $800 a month, $9,600 a year, enough for a future down payment. A 2025 Zillow report shows mid-sized cities like Boise or Asheville are 20 to 40% cheaper than coastal hubs. Even moving to a cheaper suburb or negotiating remote work saves thousands. It's like moving your bucket to a fresher stream. Stick around, next we'll tie these moves together. These moves, budgeting, side gigs, inflation protection, investing, and relocating, are gears in a machine. When combined, they compound like a snowball rolling downhill. Imagine a family using the JAR budget to save $200 a month, and starting a side gig that adds $300 more. Together, that's $500 a month, or about $6,000 a year in savings. They decide to make their money work smarter. Each month, they invest $300 into an index fund, leveraging dollar cost averaging to grow steadily over time. The remaining $200 goes into a 4% high-yield account. Not just for growth, but for peace of mind when emergencies arise. Even with the occasional withdrawal, consistent saving and compounding can turn that habit into tens of thousands over the years. Meanwhile, that $300 monthly investment could grow to nearly $150,000 in 20 years at a 7% annual return. Together, that's a powerful example of balance, one part safety, one part growth. Combining moves doesn't just plug leaks. It builds a pipeline to wealth. Start with one, add another, and watch the gears turn faster. But what about the emotional side of money? Let's explore that. Money isn't just numbers, it's emotions. In 2025, the cost of living crisis can feel like rowing against a current. A strong money mindset is like a sail catching the wind. A 2024 psychology study found people who focus on controllable financial goals, like saving 10% of income, are 40% less stressed. Try this. Track spending weekly, celebrate small wins like saving $50, and write down a goal like $5,000 emergency fund by 2026. Each step feels like climbing a ladder. Picture a freelancer who stopped avoiding their bank account and visualized a debt-free life. That shift turns stress into purpose. See money as a tool, not a trap, and every move becomes easier. Let's see how technology can supercharge these moves. In 2025, AI is your financial co-pilot, like a compass guiding your bucket through a storm. Apps like You Need a Budget, YNAB, use AI to track spending and suggest cuts, while robo-advisors like Betterment automate investing and adjust to market swings. A 2025 FinTech report shows that over half of millennials now use AI-driven finance apps, saving an average of about $1,000 a year. Imagine catching $80 a month in forgotten subscriptions, Netflix, gym, apps through a budgeting app. Canceling a few saves nearly $1,000 annually, which a robo-advisor could invest at around 6% yearly returns. These tools amplify discipline like a magnifying glass focusing sunlight. Download one app today, start small, and let tech do the heavy lifting. Next, let's tackle a common trap in a crisis. Debt in 2025 is like quicksand. Every move to stay afloat pulls you in deeper. With credit card rates at 22% in the US, That $5,000 balance you're ignoring quietly turns into $6,100 in just 1 year if unpaid. Use the avalanche method. List your debts from highest to lowest interest rate, pay minimums on all but the top one, and attack that one with full force. According to NerdWallet, this strategy typically helps you pay off debt faster and save the most on interest compared to other methods. It's like plugging the biggest leak in your bucket before fixing the smaller ones. And here's a secret move. Call your lender. Many will lower your rate just because you asked. Avoiding that downward spiral of compounding debt keeps your bucket full and sets you up for the next smart money move. Now that you've pulled yourself out of debt, it's time to build your defense. An emergency fund is your financial fortress, the wall that stands between you and life's unexpected storms. A 2024 Federal Reserve study found that 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing. Don't be that statistic. Aim for 3 to 6 months of living expenses, roughly $3,000 to $10,000 for most people. Start small, even $200 a month begins the foundation. It's like laying bricks one by one, building a wall that shields you from surprise bills, job loss, or medical emergencies. The cost of living crisis may be a storm, but you're not powerless. Control what you can, budget smart, earn more through side gigs, and invest consistently. Plug your leaks with savings, debt control, and an emergency fund. In 2025, every smart move you make is a lifeline, and each one brings you closer to financial freedom. Drop a comment. What's one money move you'll try this year? Your plan could spark someone else's breakthrough. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more ways to thrive in tough times.